someone wants to get into coaching, what would be your suggestion to give them the best chance to land a position?
I have to ask you, Ty, are you specifically talking about the college level or in coaching period?
I'm really talking coaching period, and I'm talking from a guy that's like me, and people call me a great basketball mind, and I never thought about getting into coaching. And I wonder, do the people that got into coaching, were they thinking about it early, or is it something that kind of presented itself and they said, okay, since I can't make it to the league, let me I want to stay around it so much, I'm going to coach.
I think it's a twofold to that. I think, but you answered both of those. You have some coaches that like I said, that it was in their DNA, it's in their passion that they wanted to coach. But then you have some that's like they just enjoy being around the game. That's the route they have to take. I would say this, man. Specifically at the college level, it's hard to get to college level. And the reason why I say that is because guys like myself, we try to mold guys that are really, really good players, that have really, really good relationships, that we kind of feel that they may not make it professionally, but they need to be around the game still. And so we kind of move them until grad assistant roles right after they finish playing, and kind of just move them up that way. That's why it's so tough for high school coaches to get into college, because college guys are now just moving their players up and up the line, and before you know it, now they're director of operation guys, development player personnel, assistant, head guys. So now it's difficult to get to the college level if you didn't take that route immediately after a playing career, or you were grandfather in years ago. Now at the high school level or at the AAU level, I will say it could be a little difficult because I know in all states outside of private schools, you have to be a certified teacher to coach basketball or football as a head guy. And so that's kind of what scare a lot of people away, being able to get certified in teaching. And so, but I will say this, man, if you want to get into coaching, be mindful of the lives that you are impacting every single day. And I think that's one thing I really make note to myself every single day, every single morning, every time I hit the road recruiting, every phone call I make to players, every conversation I have with my players, that this is our future. And so if we able to come across and get across to them the importance of being a successful young man or young person, then the chances of us going to bed at night knowing that we did what's right is very, very high. I don't think there's enough of us. I would say us, middle-aged, 30 to 40-year-olds that are really making a sacrifice to make sure that these younger kids are actually getting great role models and having conversations with them. I think that's the disconnect. And that's why you see a lot of the violence going on with these younger 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds, because they don't have any guidance. Dad hasn't been in their lives. It's only been mom. And so I think if we're able to kind of bridge that gap and actually, hey, we don't have to live the streets. I'm a product of those type of neighborhoods, but I didn't have to go that route. I could have, but being able to actually just sit down and have those like off the record conversations with them, like talk about whatever. Like it's some days I call my players over to my house or to my office, like, hey man, we don't have to talk about baseball. Like, are you okay in life? Period. Like, what do you need from me? And so I don't think that a lot of that is happening. A lot of my friends that I hang out with off the record is older guys, because I want to get as much wisdom to better myself, that so I can rub off on the next generation.